Tragedy has struck Nepal in the form of a devastating flash flood near its border with Tibet. At least 165 people have been killed, while hundreds remain missing as entire villages have been swept away by the catastrophic deluge. Now, the floods hit early on Wednesday in Rasuwa, just north of Nepal's capital, Kathmandu. The Geological Survey said that a glacial collapse and debris flow may have caused the impacts downstream towards Sabrubesi and other settlements. And the scale of the destruction is now visible in before and after satellite imagery, showing just how dramatically the landslide must have transformed. Now, before the settlement stands intact, as you can see on the screens, homes, roads and infrastructure clearly visible across the area. After, floodwaters have inundated the settlement, causing widespread destruction and leaving homes and infrastructure completely submerged. A terrifying clip from surveillance video shows a massive wall of mud and debris crashing over a building several stories high, engulfing it as dozens of people below ran for their lives. A tsunami-like surge of water and mud tore through villages and towns along the path of two rivers, the Bodhikoshi and the Trishuli. And the devastation is hard to miss. Drone footage from Nepal's Nuwakot district captured the extent of the devastation, showing damaged buildings and thick layers of mud spread along the banks of the Trishuli River. While the floods have left behind a landscape of devastation, buildings damaged, roads destroyed. And then there are these videos. They show the sheer force of the damage that's been extended because of the flash flood, rippling a bridge from its support and carrying it swiftly downriver. Now, in the area hit by the disaster, rescuers are wading through mud and sludge to look for survivors after the floodwaters bury the lower floors of multi-story buildings. Now, many of the missing are foreign tourists, more than 100 from India and others from Australia, Britain, Malaysia, the Netherlands, Portugal, South Africa, South Korea and the United States. While India sent the first tranche of humanitarian aid, Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier spoke with the Nepal counterpart, Balendra Shah, and conveyed condolences over the loss of lives. He said that India is ready to provide all possible humanitarian assistance, demonstrating unflagging solidarity in this time of crisis. Meanwhile, China, US and EU are among the countries that have pledged assistance or dispatched relief supplies. And India too is on high alert. It is keeping a close watch on the situation. And this as paramilitary forces have been put on high alert and posted in the border districts of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. For now, the Home Ministry says the water levels in Nepal's reservoirs is reducing and the situation is under control. And to discuss more on this, we were earlier joined by Rajkosh Kheroila from Kathmandu. He's an editor at Republica Daily. And here's what he had to say about the aftermath of the tragedy in Nepal. Let's listen in.
The death toll has already crossed 165. And, the authorities, security personnel have been mobilized to check if there are any, person, still surviving somewhere trapped in the building. But, most of the buildings have been, inundated and many of them already completely washed away. The possibility of finding, survivors is very slim. Security official, they confess this to us. But, the process of, recovering dead bodies and finding whereabouts of the missing person is a top priority. And today, since the weather has improved, the security personnel have also now already reached to the ground, and they are trying to, excavate and trying to find the missing person. But the finding, survivors is a slim possibility now.